Hi students, hope everyone is fine and safe. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to my new video. And today's video is about another interesting concept in the subject analog and digital communication. We're going to see entropy and its properties in this particular video. We will see what is entropy, what are the properties of entropy, we will see what is measure of information, what is rate of information, and we will see how to derive the formula for entropy in this particular video. Right? To start with, first you got to know what is measure of information, right? So information is measure of uncertainty, right? We say that the less is the probability of occurrence of certain message, the higher is the information, right? If the probability is less, then definitely you will have more information, right? So you may not be able to understand this particular sentence. How come we'll have whenever there is a probability of occurrence is less, there can be a higher information. We will see that with the example, right? So to understand that, you have to know that the information is closely associated with uncertainty of occurrence, right? And this can be given as a formula, that is ik is equal to log 1 by pk, where that is we can write it as minus log pk, right? That is the probability of occurrence, right? So to understand this, we can go for two examples. We know that if you want to toss a coin, right, the probability of getting head can be 0.5 and probability of getting tail is 0.5. Whereas if you're going to calculate the probability of occurrence, that you're going to calculate the amount of information you're going to receive from this particular probability, right? So it is 0.5. So you substitute the formula minus log 2 of pk, it is 0.5, it is 1 bit. So similarly, if it is for tail, it is also will be a 1 bit. So if the probability of occurrence is same, then the amount of information will also be same, correct? And say for example, if you take this particular example, two rare events where probability of a student scoring 100 out of 100, right? So it can be very less. Say for example, it is 0.1, 0.01, right? Whereas the probability of students passing normally, right? Just pass like 40 out of 100, right? Most students will get passed, correct? So if that probability is 0.9, now you see this probability of occurrence is higher and this probability of occurrence is lesser. But if you see the amount of information, right, which you receive, you can see here I is equal to minus log 2 0.01, which is 6.64, whereas the amount of information which we obtain from this usual occurrence, that is 0.15. So which means the average measure of information will be higher for uncertain events rather than for common events. So if the probability of occurrence is less, then there will be more information. If the probability of occurrence is more, then there will be lesser information. That is called as measure of information, right? So why is that we study about this measure of information here? Because only with that we can able to calculate entropy, right? So what is entropy? Entropy is the measure of average information content per second, right? Average information content per second. That is called as entropy, right? It is defined as probabilities behavior of source of information, right? And in information theory, the source output are discrete random variables that have fixed finite alphabets with certain probabilities. So the occurrence for any events, you have some probabilities, correct? Right? So as I said, entropy is a measure of average information content per second, right? Within per second, how much of information we can able to obtain, right? So you can see here, this is the formula pk log 2 1 by pk, summation of all the events, correct? Bits per message. So how did we derive this particular equation, derive this particular formula? This formula is very, very important, where this is the formula which we use in most of the coding theories, right? So we will see how this is derived, right? Now consider m different messages, right? So that is m1, m2, m3, m4, and it has probability of occurrence. For every message, there is probability of occurrence, which is p1, p2, p3, p4, like that, right? And suppose the sequence of length is L messages is transmitted, right? So all these messages are transmitted. Now you see here P1 into L, that is P1 is a probability and this is the message, right? So that into message is the message of M1 that are transmitted. Similarly, P2 into L is the message of M2 that are transmitted. Similarly, P3 into L, that is the message of M3 that can be transmitted, right? And already we know what is the information formula, right? Log 2 1 by Pk, log 2 1 by Pk, or we can say at a minus log 2 Pk, right? We consider log 2 1 by Pk, right? So now if you want to find out the information for messages M1, right? For M1, how we calculate is P1 into L, correct? So you can calculate P1 into L log 2 1 by P1, the probability, right? And similarly, the total information due to message M2 can be written as P2L log 2 1 by P2. Similarly, for 3, like that you can go on, right? So the total information can be the information for message 1, message 2, message 3, like that, right? So we have obtained already what is that? P1L log 2 1 by P1. So you can see P1L log 2 1 by P1. Similarly, for all the messages, correct? So average information, what is that we have to calculate? We have to calculate the entropy H. What is entropy? Entropy is the average information. How will you calculate the average information? Average information is total information divided by number of messages. What is number of messages? Number of messages L, right? So total information, that is this one, divided by L, right? So which means this equation divided by L, which will obviously cancel all this L, correct? You just cancel all this L, correct? Right? If you substitute here, I total divided by L. So what will happen? H is equal to P1 log 2 1 by P1, P2 log 2 1 by P2, PM log 2 1 by PM. Like that we will get, correct? That is what happened here. P1 log 2 1 by P1, P2 log 2 1 by P2, PM log 2 1 by P1, right? So if you're going to write it as single equation, summation of all those things, K is equal to 1 to M, Pk log 2 1 by Pk. This is the formula for entropy. This is the formula which we saw, right? And what is the properties of entropy, right? This is very important. This entropy question can be asked in 8 marks. What is entropy? Derive the equation of it. What is the properties of entropy, right? Entropy is 0, right? That is the first property is entropy is 0 if the event is sure or it is impossible, right? If it is impossible or if it is sure, the entropy is 0. That is H is equal to 0 if probability is 0 or 1, right? And when probability is equal to 1 by M for all the M symbols, then symbols are equally likely, right? What is equally likely? That is, in that case, the probability will be H is equal to log 2 of M, right? That is the M symbols. And what is the last one? The upper bound on entropy, the maximum entropy, right? That can be H max will be less than or equal to log 2m, right? These are the 3 important properties of entropy, right? We have seen what is entropy, what is average information. Now we'll see what is rate of information. And before that, you can see this formula problems can be asked in 2 marks or 4 marks, right? You can see find the entropy for the alphabets S0, S1, S2 with the probabilities P0, P1, P2. We know this is the formula, right? So if you substitute this formula, P0 log 2 1 by P0, right? P1 log 2 1 by P1, P2 log 2 1 by P2. That is P0, P1, P2. So it's P0, P1, P2, right? We know this is the formula for entropy from 0 to K minus 1, whatever number of messages they have given, right? So if you substitute the values of the probability, right? 1 by 4 log 2 4, right? That is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 will become 4 here. Similarly like this, right? And if you're going to simplify, you will get 3 by 2 bits per message, right? This is how you have to calculate the entropy, right? And now you will see what is by rate of information. We know that rate of information is the average number of bits per second, right? Average number of bits per information per second, right? So how will you calculate this R? That R is equal to small r into h. What does it mean? Right? We know that this is average number of bits of information per second, whereas this R is equal to, right, rate of messages per second, number of messages per second, whereas this h is nothing but average number of bits per second. So the combination of R into h will give you the rate of information, that is nothing but bits per second, right? So today what we have seen is we have seen what is average information, we have seen what is entropy, how to derive the entropy formula, we have seen properties of entropy, and we have seen what is rate of information. I believe this video will be very useful for you. Thank you, my dear students.